All right, guys, this is me. I'm going live. What's up, Chill with Max? What's up, man? Thank you. I appreciate the like. Appreciate the sub. It's been going okay. Had a lot of stuff happen this year, but other than that, everything is going okay so far. How about you? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Where you from, Chill with Max? I appreciate the like. Hello there, Chef Tub. You're crazy. What do you mean? Are you saying like crazy funny, crazy cool? What's up? I am crazy? I am crazy. Wow. I didn't think I was. I didn't think I was crazy. I don't know. Maybe I fall in a different category of crazy. I don't know. What's up, Shirley? And if you guys got Q&As or anything you want to ask, feel free to ask. But don't ask any dumb questions, because if you ask stupid, dumb questions, you're going to get stupid, dumb answers. You all are adults, so I'm pretty sure you guys can understand that. This man in his truck at the drive-thru, because I'm at Wendy's right now at the restaurant, it looks like he's just power talking it to order his stuff. Sometimes a lot of people don't even know how to order anything. They just get up there and say they want a pound of fries, but then they don't even know what fries they want. They don't know if they want medium fries, large fries, small fries. They don't know what kind of fries they want. They can't even tell you what hamburger they want. They're looking at the menu and they thinking, okay, if I get this, then this comes with the meal. When they can just get hamburgers, or when they could just get just fries, or when they can get just chicken nuggets, or when they can get just chicken fingers, or chicken tenders, or whatever you want to call it. And even when they go to the deli at a local grocery store, they act like they don't know how to order anything. They think, okay, if I get an 8-piece of chicken, then that means I got to get it with a meal. When you don't have to get it with a meal, you can get it without the meal. You can get just chicken. If you want just salad, you can get just salad. If you want just a cut up piece of cheese of meat, you can get a cut up piece of cheese of meat. And people don't even understand, okay, you get the 2 large sides with the 8-piece of chicken. And for those of you that work that goes to the deli at Fred Meyer's or any other local grocery store, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're going up there and you ordering the 8-piece, okay, you don't have to get the meal unless if you want to. But if you get the meal that comes with like 4 rolls and something else, you know, my thing is, okay, you can't get meat as a side if you already getting an 8-box of chicken. That doesn't make any sense. These people are so dumb and stupid. It's like they don't even know the difference between a chicken thigh and a chicken and a drum and a breast. And then you got the elderly ladies that come in. They talk so low that I can't even understand a word they say. I have to literally move around the counter just to listen to what they gotta say. And some of the younger females talk too low too, and I can't hear nothing because there's too much noise going on in the background. And then you have somebody on the radio every other 5 seconds. Red Maya shopper. Go to the floor section now. We got 2 roses for 50% off. And we also got something in the apparel. In the apparel for like $20 each. You get 2 large socks for like $2 for 10% off. Every time. Every time. And then some people come up there and they just like, you know, I want to get, I wanted to get the, oh, those chicken fingers, are they spicy? No, they're not. They're regular. And some of them be here regularly every day, going to the deli or going to a fast food. Now ask the same damn questions over and over and over. It's like telling somebody 50 damn times of how to go to the, where to go to the bathroom now. They act like they haven't even been inside of a grocery store in 10 years. I mean, I haven't even been in a mall for forever or been in the movie theaters, but I know which area and which section I need to go to watch my movie at. I do my damn research. They'll order something, especially at Wendy's. They'll order something. I used to work at this very same place. And every time when they order something, they get to the front window, they want to change a combo meal to a single meal with 3 hamburgers and 4 large fries, and then about 20-piece chicken tenders and about 6-piece chicken nuggets with some sweet and sour sauce that goes along with it. And then they want to take the large drink and they want to reduce it to a one medium large drink, one medium drink. And that's what wastes a whole lot of time. That's what wastes a whole lot of time. Well, hello. Hey, how you doing?
I say, I hear, I say, oh, because I hear that also.
Yeah.
Media.
Yeah, I work at Fred Meyer's. I tried to come back, but they wouldn't let me come back. So, but I see you're a manager. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. It's just crazy. And they wonder why a lot of people at these fast food restaurants quit because half of these motherfuckers don't know what the hell they want. They don't know what they want. You see, a lot of times, because one time when I went up to a restaurant, I was ordering something, and all I wanted was two. I wanted 2 Whoppers and a large drink. All I wanted was some water. When I got up to the window, I got the opposite of what I wanted. And I said, wait a minute, I didn't ask for no burrito and a salad. I asked for 2 Whoppers, and that was, I think it was 2 Whoppers, a small fry, and a medium drink. So explain to me why am I getting a damn salad and a burrito? I didn't ask for that shit. And see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm tired of always having to talk about. I'm tired of always having to remind people of what they need. I'm tired of trying to uh, beg and feel like I gotta roll out the red carpet and I gotta kiss everybody else's ass to get my damn point across. If you ordering something, like just like the lady that I had to deal with at work, not at this place, but at a local grocery store I work at. You know, she comes up to me at the last minute. We're getting ready to close. She wanted a 4 piece. So you get the 4 piece. If y'all worked at or went to Fred Meyer's Deli or a grocery store, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get a 4 piece of chicken for about $6, right? She comes up there at the last minute and gets the 4 piece with the $6. Okay, so I said, okay, we're gonna get it. It's gonna be here when you get back. You know, she said she'd be here by 7. So then she comes in the break room, starts spazzing on. Dude, I got something in my eye. I didn't even wipe my face today. And I couldn't because crazy landlord had somebody working in the bathroom, so I couldn't do it. So I'm sorry if I'm doing that in front of the camera. So she up there talking about, give me chicken. My chicken not here. I ordered. I told you I want chicken. You tell me chicken here, chicken not here. Don't do that no more, please. I was like, look, man, look, I told you it's gonna be there. I told everybody in the back that it was gonna be there, and it was gonna be there. So I don't know what happened to it. Your chicken gone, your chicken gone. But please don't do that no more, please. The second time you do, first time you do it, second time you do it again. I don't want that. I want chicken. My chicken gone. I have nothing to eat now. I want chicken. I'm like, look, I don't know what's going on. It's out of my hands. I'm on break. If you want some chicken, get your fat ass down there to KFC or the Papa John's. You can go down there and get you a 4-piece not Papa John's, but Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken is on sale right now. You can get a 6-piece, no, a 4-piece for $16.99, and then you can get 1 piece for free. Or if she was using her brain, if she was thinking, you know what she should have did? Talk to her boss about going to go get something to eat for her break, then put it in a locker. Then they got microwaves in the break room, so she ain't really got no excuse. She just be doing stuff, and then when something comes up missing, she want to blame me for it, like it was all my fault. It ain't my fault that your chicken come up missing. If they, I don't know what happened. Whatever happens after that, after I communicated with my colleague, that's out of my hands. I don't know what else to do. What do you expect me to do? Gather 7 Dragon Balls and wish Porunga, and then have Porunga to wish that your 4-piece of chicken came back to the deli so that I can give it to you? It ain't my fault your 4-piece of chicken came up missing. They ain't got nothing else to do with me. All your chicken and the chicken that you got, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Your chicken came up missing. Well, your chicken came up missing. And here's the thing too. So the landlord almost got into it again. And for those of you that have known me for a while on this channel, you know that I've been spending for the last 2 months, well, 2 months, almost 3 months, for probably half of this year, talking about the crazy landlord. I done did shorts about it. I done did long form videos about it. I done done everything about it. So I was talking to one of the roommates and how, just bragging about her son that she uses that she got around the house to do things and work on things around the house. And, I was just like, hey, I'm proud of him and the stuff that he's doing. He's doing really great. And I just think that she should just cut him some slack. That's basically what I said, right? So then she comes downstairs. So I was talking to another roommate about it, just having a general conversation. It wasn't nothing bad. It wasn't nothing to put her down or her son down. It was just saying that I think she should cut him some slack. I don't know what, I don't know him as long as she did, but I'm just knowing him enough. I just know him enough to kind of see like, okay, this guy's pretty cool. I don't know why she's so mean to him all the time, right? So she don't come down here and talk about, I heard that you were talking shit. And I was like, talking shit about what? They said this, you're talking about that you didn't like the way I treat my son and blah, blah, blah. And you were talking bad about my son. I said, I didn't say nothing bad about anything. I just said that, he does a great job. And I just think that you should cut him some slack. That's it. It ain't really nothing else that I said. So she gonna talk. She gonna got enough nerves to tell me, well, if you got something else that you want to talk about, then you talk about it to me. I'm like, okay, but then that's the saying go to you. While you sitting up here harassing me with all these dumbass text messages, and then over here harassing me, and I'm up here working my ass off to try to pay the rent that I need to pay, and you up here harassing me with all these damn text messages and stuff and talking about me along with everybody else like a dog, and you got your name in my mouth, in your mouth, if you got a problem, then you need to talk to me. And you're not gonna come to me with that debaucherous behavior that you got. You're gonna come to me like you got some sense. Because when she started calling me a bitch and all of this other stuff, I said, hey, whatever this is that you got going on, you better keep that to yourself. That's what I told her. You're not gonna talk to me in a disrespectful way. I put my foot down on that. And she never even apologized. I say you owe me an apology for calling me a fuck up. You don't call somebody else a fuck up. You don't know what that person went through. You don't know she don't know shit else about me other than what I did tell her. And one day she gonna come across the wrong person and she gonna get in a position that she don't want to be in. And you kept saying that we were gonna chat. Is this the type of chatting that you had in mind? And I'm gonna tell you, I think she really needs to go get some help. Because at this point in time, I told her, you're not gonna talk to me like that. And see, in this life that we all live in, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta, especially you young men that are out there, including myself. I'm preaching to myself too. You gotta stand up for yourself because nobody in this world is gonna care about you. And usually I would say that your family is your only best friend that you got. But sadly, we're living in a world now that families are raising kids and throwing them out on the streets, especially their sons, so they can fend and find stuff out for themselves. Meanwhile, they drive the father out of the damn household. Parents don't care about their kids no more. They just raise them and throw them out on the street. And then she gonna tell the other roommates that I'm just an enemy. How the hell am I an enemy of you? If I'm an enemy, why are you wasting your time? So she try to sneak around behind my back and then try to get information and stuff like that. And then she gonna sit up there and talk about church and stuff. I don't want to read all of that shit. I don't care about nothing you gotta say. I'm just here to pay rent and live my life. I'm not here to sit here and watch you blabber about everybody in this house. Because I don't care about what everybody else in this house does. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I think it's if she has something that she needs to say, instead of hiding behind a phone like a damn coward, why don't she come and talk to me in my face? Ain't nobody scared of her. 64 years old, a giant fat air balloon sitting up there in the couch having a full blown conversation as if nobody's in the house but her. But then you got enough nerve when you put my name in your mouth. But then you got enough nerves to come up to me saying that I was talking shit. So what if I was talking shit? I talk shit whatever the fuck I want to talk shit. I pay rent in this fucking house. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. And if you don't like it, then hey, you can get the fuck off. And I'm gonna continue to talk shit. What she need to do, instead of her trying to pick fights with everybody, she need to get her fat ass in the gym and work out. And stop trying to take cheat codes to lose weight. That's what she needs to do. She don't know who she messing with. If I want to talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit. And I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Fuck these damn landlords. She can kiss my ass. And I pulled her son over to the side. And I told him, hey bro, look, I'm gonna give you your flowers while you still living. And I'm gonna tell you, I want you to understand that we appreciate everything you do in this house. Fixing the toilet, whatever that she got you doing, we appreciate it. We see you out there and we appreciate you, Chase. And that's the name of her son. And if he's watching this, we see you and we appreciate everything you do. And don't let anybody else tell you anything different. I ain't got time for shit like this. Now, as to how I ended up in this shitty situation that I got myself into, my uncle kicked me out. Made up some shitty bullshit excuse of me being a bad example to his kids and everything and eating up all the food in the house and the food that his wife cooked. Even though I was buying my own stuff, even though I was buying my own foods and I was buying my own drinks and everything, even though I was the one that's paying rent in his house, helping him pay his rent along with everything else. And then say that I was a bad influence on his kids. I wasn't a bad influence on his kids. Then he assumed that because he invited me there, my uncle, that I'm supposed to inspire his kids. I'm not here to inspire your damn kids. That is the parents' job to inspire your kids. Because guess what? It starts at home before it starts with anybody else. My uncle and his wife, they are responsible for raising the kids and inspiring the kids and teaching them in a way that they should go. That's not my job. I didn't come here for all of this shit. I came back to the States just to make some damn money. That's all I came here to do. I don't give a damn about their kids. I don't give a shit about their family. And I'm gonna tell y'all, young men out there, don't let these people try to guilt trip you. Don't let these people try to make you feel like shit, like you less of a person. You got potential. But don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Because if they are, they're full of shit. Stand up for yourselves, men. Especially all the black men out there. Because I know we be going through a lot of shit. More than any other race of men out there do. And she gave me a 30-day notice, but I'm looking for a place to stay. But I can't wait to get the hell up out of that damn house. That place is a damn nut house. Every day, it's the same shit every day. Oh, let me keep coming quick. Give me a second, guys. This thing got a plug. Guess if they ain't got a plug outlet. I guess they don't have a plug outlet in this table over here. Nobody got time for that shit. They gonna tell me, oh, well, don't talk about my son to any other roommates. But you already done talked to them about them, everybody. You sitting up there in the living room and you having a full-blown conversation. Like nobody is in the house but you. And everybody is listening to everything that you're saying. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Singing songs about how you don't kill your own kid and all of this shit. Man, this is crazy. Then she gonna tell me, you don't know the stuff that he did, and I asked her, I said, well, how long this been going on? 4 years ago. Okay, so you still holding him up for something that happened to him, that happened to you with him in the past? Why did you try so hard to get him back from his father? You could have let him stay with the father. If he was gonna cause you this much trouble, make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. Then I got a comment the other day. You sound like a rapper. You need to put some bass in your voice. What you need to do is put some bass in that dumbass common sense you got and take your bullshit somewhere else. That's what you need to do. Anytime when people are talking about putting bass in your voice, they need to put some bass in their common sense. That's what they need to do. Put some bass in your common sense. I mean, what is somebody supposed to do? They supposed to talk. Very good. I'm just tired of this shit going on, man. I'm just so tired. And you know something, man, I'm just tired of this crazy landlord. He just keeps going on. I'm just really tired. Man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna talk the way I need to talk. I don't have to have a damn deep voice. I don't have to put a lot of bass in my voice. Man, fuck all of that shit. And even had a roommate who even told her that we weren't even talking about her. We weren't even talking about bad about her son. She's just looking for reasons to try to start some shit. And she didn't say shit to me because if she said shit to me, all hell was gonna break me. Trying to sell that piece of shit ass house, looking like it's sitting on dirt ground level. That's crazy. One of these days, she's gonna be coming across the wrong somebody, and it ain't gonna look good for her. But I'm not gonna let her and nobody else walk all over me. That ain't gonna happen. Then the other roommate came and said that she was bitching and complaining because, you know, he got her working for her, picking items and stuff. Why don't she get off her fat ass and go see the items her damn self? And she talking about, well, I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should know. Common sense is common sense. Yeah, what's common sense to you ain't common sense to everybody else. It ain't matter of common sense. You need to show them how you want things to be done. She over here talking to this guy like he's so damn retarded. I mean, you gotta understand, this is your house. You don't know how you want things to be done. You gotta show people how you want things to be done. You don't just hire somebody to work for you, then expect them to just figure everything else out on a whim. That shit doesn't work like that. She just lazy and don't want to do shit. Hey, what's good, Jalen? What's good, fam? I'm over here going on a rant about the crazy landlord. She came downstairs. Basically, me and a couple of roommates were just talking about how harsh she's being on her son, and you know, we just feel like he was being harsh. And she comes down like talking about, well, I heard you talking shit. So what if I was talking shit? I could talk shit if I want to talk shit. I'm paying rent. I'm busting my ass off every day, walking 1.3 miles, then going to the fucking bank to pay rent. I could talk shit if I want to talk shit. I don't need nobody's approval to talk shit about anything else, right? So basically, like, she was like, y'all need to stop talking shit. What are y'all doing? And we ain't even talking shit about nothing. And she was like, well, so if I get Caleb in here, you gonna talk shit? You gonna say you ain't talk? I mean, I said you can bring him in here. I appreciate you for calling my bluff, but you know, if I'm your enemy, why are you sitting here wasting your time wondering if I said something or not? And just like you had your name, my name in your mouth ever since I've been staying here. And every roommate has told me some of the stuff you said about me. But, you know, you sit up there, you have a full blown conversation in the living room as if nobody is in there. But then if somebody else talking, then you got everybody involved talking about how dumb your son is, singing songs about killing your own son and all of this stuff, all because of something that happened 4 years ago. But then if somebody else talks about it, oh, it's a problem. I better go and address this immediately. When you already got everybody else involved into it. It don't make no damn sense. Then she gonna tell me over text what to do, what not to do. You don't tell me what to do. I'm paying rent. I'm doing what the fuck I need to do. What you need to do is speak your name out of your fucking mouth. That's what you need to do. Because that's all she does. She don't got nothing else better to do. This is a 64-year-old woman acting like a damn fool. My grandmother, when she died, she was 80 years old. She had her common sense. My grandmother didn't act like this. She had more common sense than I did. The elderly people in this day and age, they ain't got no damn common sense. They acting like they're 15 years younger. She gonna tell me, she gonna ask me, I heard that you was talking shit. Talking shit about what? Because I talk shit about a lot of shit. She was like, well, they said that, something about me mistreating her son or something like that. I said, I didn't say anything about that. What I said was, your son does an amazing job in this house, and I think that you should cut him some slack. That is what I said. Now, I don't know what everybody else said. I was just listening. That's what I told her. Then she gonna try to sneak back and try to figure out what's going on. Then gonna leave me a text. Like, I'm not reading all that shit. I took them text messages and I showed them the other roommates because I'm not reading that shit. If you want to talk, you come to my face and talk to me in my face. Don't sit up there and hide behind text messages. You tell me if I got a problem to talk to you, then if you got a problem, you come talk to me. And don't come and talk to me and call me a bitch and everything else, because I'm going to shut that shit down. Because I don't tolerate that type of behavior. I don't give a damn who you are. You're not going to talk to me in a disrespectful manner. You're going to talk to me, you 64 years old, act like you 64 years old. You're supposed to have more common sense than I do. You're over here acting like a damn child. That's sad. Back in my day, elderly people didn't act like that. That's the era that I grew up in. And I respected my elders. And I told her, she still ain't apologized for the stuff that she did yet, because she thinks that everything she does is right. I'm going to tell you, the crazy landlord, the only thing she is shameless, guilt, and the need to be right all the time. You can't even talk to her about nothing because she keeps cutting in the conversation, cutting me off. She always do that. And I done told her several times, and I'm not going to keep repeating myself no damn more. When August the 20th get in, I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving. Fuck this place. Fuck this country, and fuck the people in it. Except for the good people. You got President Donald Trump sitting up there talking about giving one of his sons a gold medal and talking about having a threesome with his own son. What kind of statement did you make at a campaign? Somebody help me understand that shit. And the saddest thing is, Americans don't really care. Not unless it's happening. If it's not happening to them, if nothing's affecting them, they don't care. Some of them will stay here for the fight. I'm going to stay here for the fight. Okay. Your choice. Make your choice. But yeah, Jalen, that's basically what's going on. And so I decided to get out of the house because, I'm sleeping in the couch. They're over here acting like I don't even exist in the damn house. Over here having full-blown conversations. And then her son stormed out the door, packed his shit and stormed out the door because they were double teaming him, saying, oh, all he does is work and always expect people to give him money. Okay, yeah, if he's working and he's doing the best that he can, why not pay him? This man is working. I mean, I don't know him as long as they know him, but at the same time, man, I try to see the benefit of the doubt of a lot of people, but I don't know. But it's just so crazy, you know? And then she creates tension. And thanks for the like, whoever sent the like, I appreciate it. She creates tension in the damn house. And then talk about she wants peace and sitting up there crying. I'm like, what you crying for? You want peace, just stop starting shit with people. Stop sitting up in your ass up in the damn house, having a full blown conversation and talking. Because I'm surprised right now. I'm surprised all the roommates didn't say fuck this shit and I'm out. I'm surprised they ain't said that. Because the thing is, every time when she talks to me, or every text message that she sends to me, it's gonna be recorded and it's gonna be documented. So if she says something that's out of line, it's gonna be documented. Now I've never went and took nobody to court before. I know it's the first time for everything, but at the same time, I don't want to deal with that type of thing. I just rather just pack my shit and get the hell out. That's just the way I want to handle it, the way I handle shit. And then the deposit that I paid her, she ain't gonna be able to pay me that back. She ain't got no money to pay me back. Then all that money, that all these she bitching and complaining about how roommates are not paying her, but you're getting $500 each with all these people living in your house, approximately 8 people, excuse me, living in your house. So that brings the question: if everybody's paying you $500 a piece, okay, how much is that? That's like that adds all the way up to like $3,000 to $5,000 plus. So the question of the day is, where's all that money going after your bills is paid? If you ain't got that much bills, if you got that much bills to be paid, you should have more than that. Where's all that money going? Then when one person don't pay, she wants to bitch and complain and throw me out on the streets. I mean, not on the streets, on the couch. But you got a few people that staying at your house that ain't paid a single damn dime. Then she was like, oh, well, this the other person pays, she pays, like here and there. Okay, well, I've been doing the same thing she doing. I got my ass on the damn couch. What's the difference? You see how she does favoritism over people? But rest assured, David, I got everything documented. I can also pull up the bank statements of all the times that I paid her. And she will have no choice but to pay me all that money that I paid her back to me. Even the money that I paid half back to me. And then how much money would that be all in total? That'd probably be right around 3 grand. Approximately 3 grand at this point. Jalen reads, let's see. I told you I'd tell her you want me done, take me to court. And you can counter sue for slander. I'm gonna have to look into that. I never had to take nobody to court before, but hey, it's the first time for everything, right? What is this man doing? This man over here about to run into the damn that big ass truck he got. He looked like he got to run into the damn store. He could have just parked that car there a long time ago. I don't know what he's doing. He could just do shit at the last minute. If you don't like the parking spot that you at, you could have just stayed where you could have just chose another parking spot. It ain't like this place is full every day. And they got drawings all over the walls and shit. So I guess they changed. I guess that's something they're doing. I don't know. I don't really see the benefit of it. I guess they're doing it because of the Chameleon the Monster movie that's coming out. It's probably already out right now. I have to go. I haven't even went to go see Toy Story 5 yet. I already see Mortal Kombat 2. And that was a cliffhanger on that. The ending of it was a cliffhanger. I ain't even get to see Melena in that one, unless she was in the first one. Too much. Hey, Jelly, why you're checking your message? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know what happened to OG. OG used to be up in here. He might be pretty busy. Probably got some other stuff going on. I hope she's all right. I ain't seen OG in a while. I hope he's doing all right. I really hope he's doing okay. That's all she does is create tension in the house. And the saddest part about it is everybody gets up and they go places because they don't want to stay in that house because she just likes to keep up shit. She don't really go nowhere. She just sit her fat ass in the house every day, miserable. I think overall, I think it's overall she just miserable. And she just gotta complain and talk about everybody in the house because I guess that kind of helps her to cope with her situation. Just to blame the world for her problems. That lady sounds like she's just trying to get over on people. She already doing that, Jimmy. She already doing that. She over here doing shit under the table for other rooms. And then she don't even communicate that the fact that when I was in the room, it was cold as fuck. I was just like, what the hell is going on? Why is it that the heater is not running? So I had to go to my beautician and I was talking to her. She said, hey, you got a few heaters, you can take one of ours. I was like, really? Yeah. It's sad that you got to go to your own beautician for help. You know? Yeah, but she already didn't know my own people. And I'm going to tell you, that house ain't going to fail. And I think the lady that she sent over here to take pictures and she calls it doing a showing, I think she realizes that too. Ain't nobody trying to buy that house. And then she said she's gonna turn it into Airbnb. You know she's gonna do it illegally. She ain't gonna do it the right way. She'll never do nothing the right way. She doesn't want to do nothing. She just want to sit around and do nothing and have money just falling in her lap. She don't want to do nothing else. Now I don't know what history she got, but she needs to get over herself. But she ain't gonna do it. Just like I told her, I didn't say anything bad about your son, and she gonna turn around and find somebody else. Why would you even ask me in the first place if you ain't gonna believe nothing I say? If I don't got to talk to her about nothing. If I want to talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit about whatever I want to talk about. I pay rent in this house too, and my hard-earned money that I busted my ass off for it, I'm paying you, so you get your bills paid. And she said, when I backed off, yeah, you should have backed off a long time ago. I don't need you to talk where you want me to back off. I backed off. I don't need you to talk about my son. Well, you need to keep your name out of my mouth, out of your mouth. I keep mixing that shit up. I'm sorry, guys. You need to keep. She needs to keep her name, my name, out of her mouth. Stop talking about everybody and blaming everybody else in the house for her screw up. Just because anything's working out for you doesn't make it mean that it's everybody else's fault. That's what she needs to do. I have so many roommates that come up to me and talk about some of the stuff that she said. It ain't even funny. It's crazy. Then don't text me and talk about, I thought that we were friends. Obviously, we're not, because you talking about me like a dog to other roommates. Then you talking to other roommates about me. Then you talking to other roommates about somebody else. That ain't friendship. That ain't friendship. How you gonna call that friendship? And who says that I was trying to be your friend in the first damn place? You see what I'm saying? All she did was spit in my damn face and then turn around and act like nothing happened. Just like you don't want nobody talking about your son. Not that I said anything bad about him or bad about her. But you need to she need to keep her name out of her mouth. And stop talking shit about me to other people. Stop putting my shit on display. But unfortunately, she's not going to do that. And I've said this over and over and over. That house ain't gonna sell. And if it don't sell, you talking about Bill turning into an Airbnb? Hey, good luck with that. Because you ain't gonna get no money just charging people every day, every night. She said she was gonna turn the room. She was gonna take the upstairs and make it $85 per night, and downstairs $75 per night. Well, good luck with that. Because good luck finding roommates that's gonna pay that price every night. Because even people that working a six-figure earning job is not gonna live in a house paying that per night. Shit is not gonna work. And then what she's probably gonna do is try to drive them into the house, say, hey, you can pay this per week, but then I need this per night. That's the way she's probably gonna do. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna work. I'm not an expert on real estate. I'm not an expert on how landlords operate. I just know enough to know that shit is not going to be. It's not going to be. It ain't gonna work. And I'm sure as hell ain't gonna be there. The only reason it's hard to get a house here in Alaska because there's so many tourists coming in. Prices are going up. So Jalen Reed sounds like she's just old and miserable, and if everyone moves, she'll be even more miserable. Yeah, that's what she is. She's always miserable. Every day. Every day she's miserable. Every day she wants to keep up drama and keep up shit. And yet she's sitting up here crying, saying that she wants peace, but you still keeping tension in the house. You still keeping up shit in the house. But then you got enough nerve to tell me not to say nothing about your son to anyone, but you talking to everybody else about me and everybody else in the house. And you already done got the whole house involved in your shitty situation. She stood up in that living room. Y'all heard the voice messages that I've been singing out there in these live streams. I told you what you said about the house, the Airbnb. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And the only reason she's giving, she was like, I gave you all this, and yeah, you did that because you wanted more money, more rent money. That's the reason. That's the reason she did it. And the other thing too, she was like, I backed off and did this, yeah, but you still talking shit about me to other people. You need to keep your name out of your mouth, out of my name out of your mouth. I mean, all the roommates, and here's the thing, Jalen, all the roommates know how she is. They sit up there, they even wake up with her bitching and complaining about everything. They already know how she is. I had one of the roommates put her ears to the door, was listening in on what was going on. They know what's going on. They ain't stuck on stupid. Everybody knows how she is, except for the two people that living in the cabin. They probably don't know because they're out there in the backyard. But the ones that are in this house, they know how she is. When they started talking about how she's always talking about everybody, and she was like, man, I barely, no, it's like I know every single thing about every single person in this house. That told me everything I need to know. I said, yes, that's what she does. That's what she gets a kick out of doing. And they already confirmed that she's racist. I didn't even say nothing. Just like, you know, one of the roommates was like, is she racist? Yeah, she's racist. It's confirmed. I didn't say nothing. I didn't have to put nothing in. They already figured this shit out. So everybody in that house know how she is. They already know how she is. It's crazy. This is just the first landlord that I've ever had. Because before I moved up here, because my mother, when I told her about my situation, she paid for me to come up here to her land, so I can stay on my own, save up enough money, and then be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Only, the rest of that story you already know. But I've said it so many times on this channel. It just don't make any sense. Somebody that miserable. Then she said she's married. Where's her husband? Where's her husband? Is she married? Why is he not here at the house helping her out? She sat up there and bragged about what my husband makes 1,000, 8,500 a year. Okay, where is he then? I mean, you say he pays all the bills. Make it make sense. If he pays all the bills, why are you so in a hurry to sell the house? Am I missing something? Make it make sense. I mean, make it make sense. It's like every time when I'm in the house with the other roommates that are going through the same thing, it's like we all sitting up here, we all whispering and everything. We're sitting up here and we're whispering and everything. Walking on eggshells in a house that we done wasted our money on, renting out stuff, renting out a place to stay. That's something. That's something else. That's great. And I had a comment the other day talking about you need to put some bass in your voice. You sound like a rapper. And I told him, well, here's my thing. You need to put some bass in your common sense and take your comments somewhere else. Because a lot of these people got high pitched, a high pitched common sense way of thinking on things. I deleted that comment because I'm like, if you ain't got nothing else better to say, don't say it at all. It was one of the YouTube shorts that I did. It ain't gonna happen, Jalen. Just like that Airbnb. Her seller, she went on through all that trouble because she didn't even get the house to sell last year. What make you think it's gonna sell this year? And she told me she's been doing that for 2 years. See, she don't want to get the official to do it because then they're gonna tell her the garage needs to be fixed and that needs to be fixed. So she don't want to go through all of that. She trying to half-ass it so she can get the house to sell. Then she shouting that she gonna be just because you sell it. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing, Jerry. Here's the thing. Just because I don't know much about real estate, I'm not an expert, in any stretch of imagination. I've lived in my car in hotels for 6 years of being homeless of my life. Okay, but I know enough to know this: if you're selling a house, it's not gonna make you a millionaire just because you selling a house. It's not. It doesn't work like that. But she's going around shouting, "Come on, I'm trying to be a millionaire." She ain't gonna be no millionaire just because she was selling a house. She can't even, if she done spent 2 years trying to sell a house, that don't make no sense. Because people who are wealthy, they don't just go around shouting and talking about that they're wealthy. She got issues. She got some serious issues. Sorry about that. I had a text message. I have 6 rental properties and I am long way from being a millionaire. That's my point exactly, Gabe. Exactly. Because even though you selling all those properties, you still you still struggling trying to get by. Them bills keep piling up every week, every month. Then you get another bill, they're coming out somewhere else, like a whole nother bill you don't even know about. Then when you thought that you paid all your bills, something else come up. There's always something. Always something. And that could be frustrating when you're trying to pay something, but then you always have this something happening every time. As soon as you already got a plan set and you're trying to roll the rest of that half of that month out, it happens again. It happens all the time. And I know it gets frustrating, especially for people who live in a house. And I know it frustrates you as a homeowner, especially when something gets damaged or something happens. Then you gotta pay to fix this and see about getting that fixed. It's crazy. It's frustrating. Exactly. Yeah. Location is the biggest thing. Always the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. Yeah. Half of this month is already about to be gone soon. Can't wait to get the hell up out of this place. I'm already got some gray hair strands on my hair right now dealing with this shit. Dealing with people. Then I got sprinkles of gray hair in my beard. Dealing with people. People are energy drunk. And that's why a lot of times I don't like being around people. They drain energy. Talk to them, they act like you ain't said nothing. They look at you crazy, like you trying to attack them or something. They just, it's crazy. I'm tired of being around people. And I'm tired of dealing with people. And sometimes I wish I was on an island somewhere where there's no enemies, no people around. It's just me and myself. Everybody else want to try to promote being introvert. That would be the best introverted decision I will ever make at this point. People just don't know how to interact with people anymore. And I might have to delete this live stream once because, I'm at the restaurant right now. Oh, hold on a second. I had to appraisers tell as nice as your property are. If they were outside of Detroit, they would be worth 3 times the amount the value of that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I was wondering why some of these properties were so expensive the way it is right now. And it makes a lot of sense. Hold on, guys. I'm going to recharge my phone. I might have to switch seats. I may come back to this one later on. a lot of sense, Jalen. You know, I used to wonder why some of these houses and apartments cost so damn much. Now I understand why. I pulled her son over to the side. I said, man, look, I don't care what nobody says. We appreciate everything that you do. And don't let nobody say anything different. That's what I said. I don't know what he did in the past, but I don't care about what he could do in the past. I focus on the future. And see, Kathy, the crazy landlord, she's just focusing on the past. She ain't focused on the future. She's looking at the stuff that he did that costed her money 4 years ago. Ain't that something? She the one that can't let go of the past. And see, his son got stormed out of the house. Hold on, I think I can put it this way. Oh, shit. I should have brought. So his son, her son, got stormed out of the house, got his shit, and he left. He was like, fuck this damn place. And this man done busted his ass off doing a good job. And she come out where he yelled at me and he attacked me. And I'm just like, well, what'd you do for him to do that? Shit. Sorry about that, guys. I really don't know who she dealing with. She don't come at me tonight. I heard she was talking shit. If I want to talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit. Got time for that. This thing here in Alaska and dealing with this lady has been a major headache. And I already got gray strands in my hair, and I'm not even at the age that I need to be at to get gray hair. I'm getting gray hair early before I even can get to where I need to be. I got time for this shit. Then I have to go to work every day. I got to deal with customers. Don't even know what they want to order. They don't know what they want to do. Nobody got time for that. And then the thing is, it's like I go to work every day. Okay, let's just do a review of everything that's been happening so far. All right, we got Donald Trump in office right now, right? And everything, there's a lot of bombings that's going on in Iran, and God knows what other countries that America is at war with. Gas prices are going up. You know, gas prices are going up. Food, the cost of food is going up. And it's like everything is overpriced to the point where even the discount sales is not enough. And it's getting worse that parents are throwing their kids out on the damn streets. So I'm looking at it like this. You know, reflecting on my life, reflecting on everything that's happened. I go to the grocery store and I just, I go and I look at the food, I look at the fruits, and I'm gonna tell you, like half of the fruits that they have there, they don't last very long. They get molded, they get old. The 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 strawberries get to the point where it's just too molded. There's nothing you can really do. It gets too damn molded. The grapes, you have to lift it up underneath. You gotta lift them grapes up. You gotta see if it's right. You got bananas up there that been sitting up there for the past 3 months. And nobody tried to make sure that there was fresh bananas up there. There's nothing up there. Barely anybody eats fruit. So the fruit bowl is too damn high. You got from $8 to $26.48 just for a fruit bowl. Even the smaller ones are like $8 a piece. I went up there because I was under budget last week. And when you look at these signs, these price tags that these people make, sometimes it don't make no damn sense. And you're trying to make it make sense. Oh yeah, see look, I got some gray hair right here on my head. That's a gray hair strand right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. So I asked him, I said, look, how much is they got a whole bunch of snacks, drinks sitting up there. So I'm asking, I'm like, well, how much is this supposed to be? Because I'm looking at 10 and a slash $10. Then I'm looking at $1 each. Then I'm looking at $2 each. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So this other employee was gonna look at me and she was like, you can read. What does that say? I said that's 10, but I know I can read, but the way y'all pricing these tags, it don't make no damn sense. So what I'm trying to figure out is if I get this, how much would this cost me if I just only get one bar of Snap apple juice? Well, you can read, you can read that, can you? I'm not gonna tell you what that is. Read the sign. I'm like, I'm reading the sign, but that shit don't make any sense, And then they try to clown on me because I didn't know how to read a price tag that they themselves had made that looked like a whole different language that I don't understand. But then if you got people that calling in and trying to get a job, half of these motherfuckers don't even know what 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 times HR office hours is open and closed, or when the hiring managers get in. They can't even keep up with that. You have to go up there and tell them that you put in an application. Then at the same time, it's like, okay, let me get your name, let me get your number, let me get your email address, and I'll let them know that you did this and that, and I'll let them know personally. And they ain't gonna let you know shit. They'll take that information, throw that shit in the damn trash, and keep on moving. Meanwhile, you thinking that they're gonna get a hold of you, you ain't heard nothing in 2 days. Daily Reed's fast food industry is really bad these days. Those housewives and after school jobs now, it's people working there trying to live off those salaries, which is almost impossible. Yeah, and half of the people can't even tell you what they want to order. I'm up there because I work at the deli up there at Fred Meyer's grocery store. It's a grocery store that's part of Kroger. And I enjoy interacting with the customers and stuff. But you got the elderly ladies, some of them they talk so low, so I have to walk around the counter just to kind of talk with them. So then when I have the other ladies that are coming up, they act perky and entitled. I just want a pound of chicken. I don't know. Then they looking at the menu. Can I get a pound of chicken? Like I'm looking at her like, did you read the damn menu? It's right above my head. They thinking, okay, if I get an 8-piece chicken, then that means I got to get the meal. I said, no, you don't have to get the meal with the 8-piece. You can just get an 8-piece, just chicken, which is $16.99, which is $10.99. If you're getting a 12-piece, yeah, if you're getting a 12-piece, that's $13.99. If you're getting a 16-piece, that's $16.99. These are discounted prices for just chicken. But if you're getting a meal, that's going to cost more than that. If you're getting a meal for an 8-piece, that's going to be that's going to be $16.99 for a $16.99 for a if you're getting a meal. If you're getting a 12-piece, that's $24.99. If you're getting another piece after that, that's like I think it's like 19. I think it's like 17.99 something around that price range. And then a lot of people they come up there, they were like, I want the white meat, then I want the dark meat. And could I just get all white meat, please? With the 8 piece, no, you have to get two of each. If you're getting the 8 piece, that's two of each. You get two wings, two drumsticks, two thighs, and you get two breasts. That's what you get. Okay, because we can't do that. Even our manager, when I was doing that one time, the manager said, hey, we don't do that because they're going to put pressure on the cooker. And then even when we shut down, you got people that's still coming up there wanting some chicken. I'm like, that's the last batch. You shit out of luck at this point. Then they sit up there like, I want a pound of chicken. I don't know. What is that? Is that spicy? No, that's regular chicken tender. What is that over there? That's mini tacos. Is that spicy? No, is that hot wings? That's not hot wings. That is spicy chicken. Spicy and hot wings are two different wings. Same thing. This is a black lady wearing a high ass pink suit, jumpsuit. It's the same thing though, it's not. Hot wings and spicy wings are two different wings. And I'm pretty sure she should know that, considering everybody go to Wingstop and they getting that salty, high price ass wings that look like with all them different wings on. I don't understand why people keep. It's like every time when they walk outside, they always parking their trucks. Like, anyway, then she was like, "Well, I don't know what I want. What is that? That's a breast. Can I get? You don't even have any JoJo's. So here in Alaska, they call it JoJo's, which means potato wedges. So they're sitting up there like, I want the potato wedges. Okay, I want to have a pound. So I showed them, is this enough for you? I don't know, however many it is. I'm like, you gotta let me know if this enough. I can't just overflow the whole damn bag. Then she been talking about like, oh, I want some of, they'll try to order a meal, right? And what they'll do, they'll try to order a meal, but then they want they'll go to. I said, hey, you can have potato wedges, or there's something you can have whatever salad that you want from the salad bar. So they'll try to choose the seafood salad, and I tell them, well, you can't have meat. If you're trying to get a side, it has to be a side with no meat, because you're already getting like 8 pieces of chicken. So why are you gonna try to get another meat side? It don't make no damn sense. Make it make sense. Then people come up to you, you got some macaroni and cheese? Well, we don't have any macaroni and cheese. He was like, fuck, we ain't got no macaroni and cheese. You got some mashed potatoes? We don't have any more mashed potatoes, sir. Well, what you guys got? It don't look like, how long has that been out? We just put it out. And we got some fresh ones in the warmer if you want some fresh ones in the warmer. You know, they want to be like, oh, nah, I just want to get some over here. So let me get a 4 piece. Let me just get a 4 piece chicken. Can I get like the 2 wings and the 2 thighs? Yes, for sure can. And then half of the time they don't make any damn sense. They asking me, we got tags that's sitting all over the damn stuff, all over the wall, that they can look at to see how much they're gonna be getting per pound, okay, or whatever. They ask us the question. I'm like, it's down there. This lady's wearing glasses and she's sitting up here like, well, I just can't see it. You're wearing glasses, lady. Then one of the co-workers, her name is Yo-Yo. she she comes up to me asking me for a 4 piece chicken, right? So I get a 4 piece chicken ready. She says she'll be holding for her. She says that she was coming in at 7 o'clock. So I told let everybody else know, hey, this one is for the lady that's coming in at 7 o'clock. She's going to pick up the chicken. They was like, okay, just put it under the cabinet, and then we'll just whenever she comes in at 7 to pick up her food, that's it. So I'm at break, right? She comes up to me, talking about, you don't give me no chicken. I don't see my chicken there. They said that we don't know the chicken. You got to stop doing that. And you have to do it too. The second time you do, please stop, please. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You're not giving me my chicken. I told you I want chicken. You know, give me no chicken here. I'm like, well, I don't have any control over that. I don't communicate it with everybody in the deli department. If you didn't get your chicken, then you shit out of luck at this point. My thing is, you can carry your butt down to Popeye's Chicken. You can get they got a 4 piece right now for $16.99, and you can get one for free. And if they ain't doing that, they're probably doing the Popeye's chicken sandwiches. That's probably $10.99. I don't know how much it costs. Approximately $10.99 or $11.99, whichever the price is. And you get one chicken sandwich for free. My thing is, you should have, or if she was thinking and using her brain, what she should have did is told her boss that she need to go to the restroom. You go get your chicken, buy the shit, put it in the locker. You got a microwave in the break room. They got microwaves in the break room. She got no excuses. She just making herself look stupid, complaining to me over 4 piece of chicken that she didn't get. Then she walking to the back and all of that shit. And then I saw her just walk over. Yeah, you go ahead and walk over to me and then I'm like, I don't give a shit what you trying to say. I ain't talking to you because you came over here accused me of your 4 piece chicken being gone. I ain't got no control over what happens at the deli when I'm on break. Let's see. Food industry is really bad this year. Okay, yeah, I already read that one. Let's see. Didn't feel like cooking last night. The kids took the kids to Popeyes, total bill for us is over 40, but that's crazy. What y'all get? I know the kids meal is expensive as hell added on to that, especially at KFC. KFC, the kids meal, what the kids meal used to be like $5, $3. Now it went up to like $8. And then if you try to get a family meal, that's even more expensive. You paying almost $70 for a damn family meal, especially when you look at it on Uber Eats. That shit is crazy. They don't get no damn discount. They don't do nothing discount. All they got is them damn chicken tender strips. And everybody don't want no chicken tender strips. And then Panda Express. You remember that time they used to have that family deal with Panda Express where you get like 4 sides and you get something as your main? And they used to be like $39.99. That shit though went up to almost $79.99. That's almost $80. I'm like, damn, what the hell is going on? They just raising their prices up for no damn reason. And see, my personal opinion about all these fast food, they really don't have to do that. But a lot of these corporations are getting greedy. They're getting so damn greedy. And every last one of them are in competition, but they're getting greedy. Just like Nintendo. Nintendo and PlayStation didn't even have to go through the bullshit that they're going through. They didn't have to raise these damn prices up, but they chose to do it because they're too damn greedy. They're just too damn greedy. And see, my thing is, I hope OG is doing okay. I ain't seen him in a while. Um, hopefully, I'll see him when I see him. It might be. I hope nothing happens. Shit. Anyway, half of the people don't even know what they want. And then half of the people that working at McDonald's and these other, because I'm at Wendy's right now. And when people get up there, they'll order something. Because my thing is, if you go into Popeyes, you know what you're going to order. At least I'm hoping that people know what they ordering. Every time when they go to the deli, they acting like to order something is rocket science. They acting like what they ordering is rocket science. They be looking at the menu and then they be looking crazy, looking at everything that's going on. They be like, "What is that? That's Filipino pasta. What is that? That's Filipino jalapeno pasta. Sorry about that. And then what is that? That's jalapeno mozzarella stick. Let me have 3 of those and get one of these. I mean, what one of these are you talking about? I want 3 chicken tenders. Okay, what else? What, is there? Is that it? Is that all for you? Yeah, let me get some. Let me go look at the salad bar. They didn't want to get some damn meat cup. Let me get the served turkey breasts. I want it thin. Okay, you gotta keep rolling that shit back and be like, oh, it tires your arm out though. Yeah, she was all like, give me chicken. I asked for chicken, give me, and I have chicken. Don't do this no more, please. I want my chicken. You're not giving me no chicken there. You do second time, no chicken there. I'm like, lady, that's not got nothing to do with me. If your 4-piece chicken is not there, I don't know what happened. That's out of my hands at this point. That's out of my hands at this point. Yeah, it's small out there. Yeah, $40. That's crazy. What did you what did you get, Jalen? That cost you $40. Paying 90 cents, $90 for each. Heinz, Mary, and Joseph. Oh, that much for a kid's meal? All of that for a kid's meal. That's crazy. At least they could have kept the kids meal at a decent price. At least. I don't get it. That's crazy. Everything is getting expensive now. I remember when I went to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store, right? And I only tackled the prices that was a discount, right? So when I got to the cashier, I'm gonna tell you, it was 6 items that I brought. It was one ball of packet. It was uh, three, three squash. I think it was like a couple of bottles of juices, like the simply natural flavor juice. No, it was a bottle of juice. Um, it was some jelly beans, a bag of jelly beans, and some pears. Last item, it was some beef. So those are 6 items. I took these 6 items to the cashier. She rang me up. I used my rewards card. You know how much I had to pay with that discount award card? $115.27. And I got the proof to show it. And this was last month. $115. The cashier even said, the stuff that you bought shouldn't even cost that much. I said, yeah, but that's goes to show you that's why I don't use the award card, because no matter what you do, you still got to pay for this shit. Let's see, I saw on YouTube there's a new PlayStation 6 coming in 2028 that takes no disc and put and costs as much as, oh my God, depending on the model you get. That's crazy. If they think that people gonna buy that, that's crazy. Unless it's these other YouTubers that making money on YouTube, unless if it's one of them. But I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't nobody gonna buy that. They lost their damn minds. We living in a fucked up economy right now that we can barely afford to live. How the hell PlayStation think that they're gonna expect us to pay $9,000 for a damn system? They done lost their damn mind. Ain't nobody buying none of this shit. We already got PlayStation fans canceling their membership. Because why would you have to pay a membership just to be able to play games online? That don't make no damn sense. I mean, I play video games, but I play my shit on Steam. And the only reason I'm putting over with Nintendo because they got that $20 a year membership. But if that changed, I would have been done all together. I would just be sticking with Steam at this point. Shit. And I said this in recent live streams. I said, if people are planning on getting a Nintendo Switch, I don't recommend getting a PlayStation 5. Even though I got a PlayStation 5, I'm thinking about selling it. I don't know. But if you are getting a Nintendo Switch 2, now would be the time to get it. Only thing I would use my PlayStation 5 for is to play single player games. That's it. Just play single player games, and that's it. Because at this point, um, I'm not playing any online games. I'll use Steam for that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, they might as well. Their sales is gonna plummet. Maybe a few people will probably get it. These YouTubers that are making large sums of income on YouTube will probably get it.
Hmm.
But when it comes to like, but when it comes to like people like us who can barely afford anything, um, ain't nobody buying it. Sony lost their mind. They already going undergoing a lawsuit because they trying to take the rights of the games that they bought and owned, and then trying to change the license tags and everything else. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: at $9,000 thing, Sony has lost their damn mind. And a lot of gamers are already upset at the fact that they can't own their own games anymore. Sony trying to get rid of that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Sony is still gonna continue to be greedy. Sony is still gonna continue to be greedy. And people are all over the internet are already talking about it. Reddit posts, YouTube, everywhere. Uh, all I know is shit is gonna go down after September the 1st, 2026. Prices on consoles and everything is gonna go up. It's gonna go up. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up. And the thing is, it's like, I mean, I can understand, but it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I had a coworker of mine was telling me to go back to playing Destiny 2. I stopped playing after the after the last DLC because at this point I'm just like, look, they took away one of my favorite characters from there, so I said, you know what, I'm done with this game. This game is getting tougher and challenging and ridiculous by the minute. It's tough to find people to play with. Then when the PvP succession comes up, you know, everybody wants to do this, everybody wants to do that. It's too much. Then by the time you get help on it, they already nerfed it down and came out with more better. I just got tired of it. They always patching stuff, throwing stuff out there. That's making it more and more harder and drowning other players. Let's see, Sony has turned a lot of people into lazy individuals. Got people sitting around playing video games all day. Read an article that said there's people addicted to that. Yeah, that's a lot. It's still people addicted to Fortnite. They're addicted to Overwatch and all other games. Now, I'm not knocking people that like to play games, but at the same time, and this is what my mother used to tell me, have balance. I have a PlayStation 5 right now. I barely play on it. And if I do, it's for YouTube. Mostly I'm on my Nintendo Switch, and even two, and even that, I barely play that. Because I gotta do schoolwork, I'm doing content, I'm doing other stuff. I barely have time to even do video game content on my YouTube channel. And people always ask me all the time, you got Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. Because I'm not really a PvP, I'm not really a multiplayer type of guy. I'm a PvP person, not a PvP person. I was playing on my Steam Deck the other night. I was playing uh, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakdown, right? And so when I was playing it, this guy that I did matchmake with, because I was doing a mission, and he would just, she was just sitting there. I don't know if it was a he or she or whatever, but the player was just sitting there. They gonna sit up here and leave a detached. Why you tagging enemies? Because you need to be helping me with this mission. I shouldn't have to do all this shit by myself. You see me over here trying to infiltrate the facility. We need to come up with a plan. The player is talking about, well, I don't really need the mission. I don't have to do the mission because I don't really need it. Okay, but what happens to playing together? You sitting up there crouching and laying down on the side of the damn mountain. I'm over here getting my ass licked. That they got to get treatment like a drug addiction or gaming addict. Yeah, but then can you really blame them, Jalen? With all the shit that's going on in society right now? Somebody, they gotta use something for an escape. At least it's better than them selling drugs and smoking weed at this point. But at the same time, that's the only thing they got that they can escape to. Because you know, a lot of people got to deal with people at work, and they got to deal with people elsewhere. You know, I got to deal with people at work too. YouTube is the only place I can talk my shit. Because you can't talk to nobody else. Nobody wants to hang out with you anymore. We just work, and go hide in your room for the next couple of off days that you got, and you got to do the same shit all over again. And it's a boring lifestyle to have. But you know, hey, I have a person had a coworker who was like, "You need to stop talking to yourself." No, I'm gonna keep talking to myself. I don't want to talk to people no more. Why not? Because people are crazy up here in Alaska. They don't want to talk to you about nothing. especially the way I talk all the time, run my mouth. They go act like, well, you sound like a female because you talking too much. I don't sound like anything. I'm just sound like a person that's trying to make sense of why everything else is going on. I'm just the kind of person that's talking to the point where I'm just calling shit out the way it is. They got to get okay. So you gotta have something. Gotta have something for some kind of treatment. And at the rate that the gaming industry is going right now, it's gonna get bad because a lot of gamers are waking up, and Nintendo doing the same thing. They trying to fix it to where you don't even have no ownership of the games that you buy. But see, Sony is the huge catalyst of the whole situation right now. See, the only reason they raising these prices up is because of inflation and also because of the tariffs that Donald Trump slapped on this country. And I personally think that at the rate that things are going right now, at the rate that things are going right now, it is more than likely it is going to get worse in 2027. And it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good at all. It is definitely not going to look good at all. Hold on, guys. Let me have to check my messages right quick. Hopefully, it doesn't mess up with me. Okay. I mean, whatever happened to, hold on. My thing is whatever happened to the time when video games, the longer the video games used to be out, the less, the cheaper the games became. Now, the longer the games are out, the more overpriced they become. Back in the day, video games was video games. Now they're doing so much. And all of that is to squeeze every penny they can get out of their thing. At that price, if you're getting one better, have a damn good security system, everything around will be trying to break into your home to steal it. Yeah, I agree. Especially, especially with an expensive system like that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are correct. And see now, Steam is raising their prices up too on Steam Deck. So when I got a Steam Deck, it was like $600. Now that'll raise that shit up to like $900. And then because the first time I checked, there was every last one of everything was out of stock. Now they finally released the Steam box console. That's over $1,000. Especially if you get a Steam Deck that's got 2 terabyte worth of space, it's expensive. It wasn't expensive when I got mine. And it was a 2 terabyte OLED system. And even if you get the Steam Deck, there's certain apps you gotta download on it just to get to play the games that you wanted it to play. Certain apps you gotta get it to play the way you wanted it to be played. And the only reason I got one personally, I'm telling you, this is crazy. I see it's getting worse in the gaming industry. Now the games that they have is like almost $80, almost $80 for for the games. That's just like what they did with the Mario Kart. Don't get me started, please. Don't get me started. But what I'm gonna say this to say this. It's gonna get more overpriced. And there are some people that is not gonna really do say much about it, even though they know what's going on, because people got money to get it. Hey, well, power to you. But there's a lot of people, like you got grandkids that want to get a system, or they want to play like Animal Crossing or whatever they want to play on it. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't get it. But like I said, they really Sony and Nintendo, especially Sony, they did not have to increase their prices. That they did it because they were greedy. They didn't have to do all of it. And fans would have still bought any game that they release out. Just like Nintendo. Nintendo didn't have to increase their prices. Because fans would still buy their system at the price that they've been getting it at. But they increased the prices anyway. When I remodeled my basement, I bought a stand-up cabinet thing that plays Pac-Man. Oh man, I love Pac-Man. And Galaga was my favorite. Galaga Centipede, that's my favorite game right there. Oh man, don't get me started with Big Dogs. Donkey Kong, oh man, $5, and I thought that was expensive. Yeah, it is expensive. It shouldn't even be that expensive. You shouldn't have. The reason it's expensive because those games are considered valuable. Just like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and Pokemon Silver and Gold. I saw like the game cartridges was 65, almost $159. Those are very older games are very popular now. And it's very popular in Alaska. People are buying up older games, Sega Genesis, everything. GameCube, everything. They buying everything. They buying all the games and everything. Meanwhile, you got some of them that sell it. They buying up every damn thing. The Atari 2600, I barely seen that since the last time I worked at the mall. That's gone. That shit is gone. That was one of the best games back in the day. I was even surprised they had the first Nintendo system, the one with the that came with the gun that you shoot the ducks and stuff with. I'm surprised they had that. But now they ain't got that shit no more. They done took it all. Your best chance of finding something like that ever again is somebody sells it. And if they do sell it, it's gonna be damn near overpriced. And I'm just sitting up here like, well, damn, why is this shit so damn overpriced like this? It's crazy. Why this shit is overpriced like this? All right, guys. Let me see. I'm gonna go walk across the street. I'm gonna probably try to do another live if I can. For the most part, I'm probably gonna do another long form video. I'll keep you guys posted on the YouTube community tab. Also, if you scroll down my YouTube post area, I do have a Discord for this channel. So if you got friends and family or somebody who's interested in this kind of, content, they can follow me on Discord. And I use Discord because it's easy for me to keep up with stuff. Because last time my accounts got shut down because I had a AI Nintendo girl with a Super Mario hat on, and they just wrote it off and said it was a fake account, and I'm not even scamming nobody. I had to appeal it because they got AI running Facebook now. They got AI running Facebook. They got AI running Instagram. They got AI running everything. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna head out. Darren, thank you for tuning in. If you see OG, let him know that I asked about him. I hope he's all right. I will be back next.